Hello my sexy snowflakes, it is me, Jodi Summer, back with another YouTube video. How you doing? So, some time ago I was releasing my EP, Seasons of Summer, and I decided to make a makeup video explaining how I did the makeup for the album cover of that album. And the video in question actually did amazingly well. I got 600 views, which for me is a lot. All I'm gonna say. That's what happens when you're a flop. 600 is a lot when you're a bloody flop. I'm a flop. I'll take 600. Thank you very much. So because of that, I wanted to make another makeup video. Why? Money. That's why. Shut your mouth. So to piggyback on current events, I simply wanted to do a tutorial on a Pride makeup look. And if your IQ is anywhere above room temperature, you're gonna say, but Jodi, it's August by the time the video is probably gonna be out. It's August and Pride is in June. Yes, I know it's August and Pride is in June, but I live in Brighton and Pride is in August. So happy Pride, bitches. I can be a flop and still be fun. Recently I posted a Pride makeup look on my Instagram where I just put literally every color of the bloody rainbow on each of my eyes and called it quits and wanted to do that tutorial video. But at the same time I did have a little look on the Instagram for some inspiration and I found this amazing girl. I believe her name is Putty Blossom on Instagram, go follow her, who did a very fabulous Pride makeup look with the Pride colors split evenly in the middle on her eye. So on one eye she had the warm colors, on the other eye she had the cool colors of the rainbow. So I decided, why not do that? I'm stealing that. Sorry, I mean I'm inspiring myself with that. But before we start recording the actual process, I'm just gonna quickly go off the camera and do the basics like clean my face and hide my eyebrows, because I am not going through that process on camera again. And if you're excited to see the final product, then make sure to give it this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and keep watching, bitch. Okay, we are back. Our eyebrows are blocked, and I've got one hell of a story to tell, yo, and no, I'm definitely not angry. But we're gonna get that in a minute. My last video was definitely much more kind of a tutorial where I was explaining things like in detail about everything. But today, I'm not gonna do that, so you are on your own, bitches. I'm definitely going to tell you my steps, not as detailed, but still, and I'm gonna give you the products that I'm using, but I want to focus more on the eye look and just have some more time to talk to you guys, just, you know, spend some quality time with y'all, bond a little bit, tell us stories, and just relax, have a lovely time. Starting us off with Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser to prep our skin. It's always good to have that little primer. I know a lot of people don't use primers, but personally I do find that they help, I think. During the time when I wasn't using primer, my foundation would be much more cakey and just doesn't look as good. And then since I started using more of the primers, it just feels much more smoother. And I'm also saying that, but then I remember watching my previous video and seeing that my face wasn't that smooth as I thought. I don't know why. Maybe it was the foundation that I used. I was raving about it. I was saying, oh, it's not as bad as people say it is, and then looking like that, honey, delusion. But we're gonna try a different foundation and see if there's any difference. It just looks different in the mirror and then it looks different on camera. So we'll see how the other one looks. Moving on with color correction with this NYX color correcting concealer and the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade of Bahamas. God, I put a lot of that in. I'm gonna end up looking like a smurf. I don't know about y'all, but unfortunately, I was born with XY chromosome. So I had to shave, and then I need to also hide my 5 o'clock shadow with my makeup as well, so it takes twice as much work. One thing I learned from my last video as well is I definitely need to pay a little bit more attention to whatever's happening with my camera, because my camera is my phone as well, so it's a little bit harder because I have to position it in a way so that the screen is facing away from me, because I want the good camera to get me. I want you all to see every mistake, every wrinkle, every fuck up that I'm doing in high definition, because I am that bitch. Okay, I think I put a little bit too much red, but we can blend it very easily, so it's fine. So I can't exactly see everything that's going on with the camera, and obviously I have limited space, so if y'all remember from my last video, it was quite long, because it took a lot of time to make, but there was a moment where I had to do a big jump cut, and the reason for that is I lost a lot of footage. But to be fair, saying that I lost that footage might be a bit generous for me. You can't say you lost the footage that you never had in the first place, you damn bitch. I got a little bit too turned, I wasn't paying attention to the camera, and I ran out of space in the phone. And so obviously the camera had to stop because there was no more space to record more videos in there, and I did not notice. So for half an hour to 45 minutes, I was just doing my makeup and talking to literally nobody. So the moment I found out, I was pissed. But that's alright. Today we're not gonna do that mistake again. If I do, I will probably quit, move over to Mexico, change my name, just give up on this life, okay? Because if I don't do that right, again, I don't know what I'm doing. Now we start from Photo Focus Foundation from Wild and Wet. From Wet and Wild, Wild and Wet, both of those things, why not? This is one of the other foundations that Trixie Mattel herself has actually reviewed. I believe it was on one of her One Makeup Brand Challenge when she was reviewing Wet and Wild. And funnily enough, I remember going to Boots and just having a look around and then seeing Wet and Wild on the shelves and thinking, oh, that's, you know, that's the good foundation. I remember Trixie loved it. So then I went to YouTube again just to double check that Trixie Mattel definitely approved of this foundation. And guess what, bitch? She sure didn't. She hated that foundation as well. It was another foundation by Wet n Wild that she actually loved, and I just switched the facts. I was like, oh yeah, that's the one she loves, so I'm gonna buy it. My makeup routine is gonna be amazing. If it works for Trixie Mattel, it's gonna work for me, obviously. So I was a little bit disappointed, but I'm poor, so I'm still gonna use it. We're gonna see, maybe it will work better for me. At the end of the day, I am not Trixie Mattel. I do not claim to be Trixie Mattel, because unlike Trixie Mattel, I have some good facial features about me. Just kidding, I love you, Trixie. I just want to look like you. Time for cream contouring with this e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-Hour Camo Concealer and this Be Perfect Cosmetics Shape Stick in the shape of Maple. And yes, we are doing full glamour drag today, because to be quite honest, whenever I'm performing, I just skip a few steps here and there, because I'm busy. I don't have time to put everything. I'm already late for some of my open mics, so I still trying to cut corners whenever I can. Look, if I look fabulous, that's all I care about, bitch. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. The reason why I got back from blocking my eyebrows looking pissed as fuck. Not gonna lie, it was quite a roller coaster, and it's still fresh because it happened just now. I'm kind of still bitter about it. I'm still fucking pissed off. That's the truth. I'm still fucking fuming, and that's the tea, honey. But I'm still gonna keep smiling because I'm a true superstar. When I was blocking my eyebrows and I went to take the powder and put it on the sponge, whatever, it slipped from my fingers and, you know, fell on the floor. No big deal, except it opened and the whole contents went to the floor. I'm like, okay, I need to take care of that. Because right now I have a sandbox in my room. So I go out of my room, grab the Hoover that we have in the house with my housemates, and I go on to plug it in and turn it on. And as soon as I turn it on, this absolutely horrible reeking smell is coming out of it, and my room is full of that. And I'm like, what the fuck? I open it up, and there's a fucking puddle in there. It's all wet, soaking wet, I add, and the smell is out of this world. I don't even know how to describe it. Honey, I am... So for the past 30 minutes still in the net and my eyebrows drying, I had to spend cleaning the Hoover because nobody wanted to admit who did that. I'm not going to point fingers at anybody. But nobody said anything, so I had to clean it up while still having my eyebrows drying and almost puking because the smell was truly out of this world. But now I'm here and I'm doing the makeup and now we're fine. Girl, we are okay. We're having a party. Let's go. Not gonna lie, I keep on checking that bloody camera every 5 bloody minutes because I really don't want to repeat my mistake from the last time. The best way you can learn, bitch, is from your own mistakes. And that's the team. And I've made many in my life, let's be honest. Doing makeup, one of them. Being a musician, another. Honey, my life is full of mistakes. I'm a mistake, if you want to talk tea. But yeah, not to brag, but now that Seasons of Summer is, out officially, and I believe I am officially done with all the promotional stuff, I'm just excited for, what the future holds for me. When I finally managed to release my EP fully, because I released the first single out of it, which was Curtain Call. When I released that, you know, it's nice. It felt nice. I still knew I had to like promote the other release and the whole EP, and there was still more work to be done for the next 2-3 months. But when I finally managed to release my whole EP, Seasons of Summer, and I was going to work that morning in Bath, I just took that time to actually sit down and look at the Spotify for Artists site and see like, okay, all of my songs are officially out on Spotify and everywhere. And I just like was sitting down in the bus because I'm poor and just thinking, wow, I did that. Not to kiss my ass too much, but I literally sat and just like, wow, I did that. Because I'm not saying it's, you know, it's successful and everything, because to be quite honest, I think I got about 200 streams, all of the songs together. That's all I got, so it's not like a crazy amount, but it just means a lot to me. It's been a year of my work. Okay, now it would normally be the eyebrow time, except today we're doing our eyebrows with eyeshadow, so if I'm gonna use powder, I need to put more powder underneath that first to set it, so I'm gonna use what little setting powder I have left out of all the shit that fell on my floor. I'll have to buy more, but it should be enough. Let's spray and let's just quickly set this shit up. Oh, and I use the MUA's loose setting powder in the shade of Translucent. For my eyebrows, I'm going to grab my trusty tilted brush from Morphe and my Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival for the Antidote eyeshadow palette to just create this a little bit ombre eyeshadow look. To do the lighter shade, I'm going to pick Dusty Rose color right here. Honestly, to me, eyebrows are just always a hit and miss, because I can either have them snatched or they are a clusterfuck. Honey, it's never in between. Also, I do definitely say that eyebrows as well as the eyeshadow are definitely the hardest parts of doing makeup for me, because it's not just about the execution of the look, it's also about making sure that one side matches the other, because again, they don't have to be twins, but they should be similar, and that's my issue sometimes, you know, that's the problem, that's the struggle bus sometimes. I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm implying it, but I would like my iris to look okay. I just want my eyes to look beautiful. That's all I want in life. What did I say, bitches? Yeah, I need to fix that real quick. I don't know how, we're improvising a bit. Okay, give me a second. Okay. This is working, this is working, this is working, this is working, this is working. Don't look at me, please. Okay, I don't know, I don't care. This is the shape I'm going with. Deal with it. Me, you, whoever. So now I'm going to grab the Antidote again. I'm gonna go for the shade Chestnut for the outer parts of my eyebrow for that wonderful ombre effect. It's annoying because I can't even talk during this part. It's just so much precision to it. It's ridiculous. Okay, not too bad. I mean, they're fine. They can still clean it up. Are they sisters? Have they ever met? Nobody knows. And it's a mystery. Ugh, my stomach is actually turning. Oh, I'm just remembering that foul smell. When I tell you I was going to puke, I'm not lying. I still might puke. Wouldn't that be a gag? So, the eyebrows are snatched. Now we can move on to doing the actual eyes. To start us off, we need to prime with P. Louise Base Pro in the shade of White. Because I am, in fact, a clown. But yeah, I was talking about my EP, Seasons of Summer. Basically, I did everything on it by myself. The songwriting, the production, recording, the post-production, the mixing, mastering, every single thing. So while I definitely was critical of it, because you're always your worst critic, and I definitely still see things that could have been improved, I still am proud, like that's a lot of work, and I think I should be proud, because it might not make me famous, although I wouldn't complain if it did, but I think it's a nice start for a music career for me. I don't know. Just daydreaming, just me wanting to be Lady Gaga. But for now, it's just open mics, makeup videos, and maybe OnlyFans. I'm still on the fence with that one, but who knows. So while you might think that Carnival 3 Love Tahiti palette by Be Perfect Cosmetics and Stacey Marie would be perfect for the Pride look, because it's just so full of color, just full on rainbow, right? But I'm actually gonna use both this palette and the Antidote palette, because well, this has so many fabulous colors. I just cannot ignore this yellow color over here. The Buttercup one is just perfect yellow. What can I say? A piss yellow on my face. Yes, I am a fan of water sports. I'm not. Don't send me your piss. I am not going to drink it or anything. So I would say the way I want to go with this look is kind of basic, because essentially I'm going to only use 3 colors per eye. It's just gonna end up being a simple cut crease, really. So I'm gonna just put the darkest color right above the crease on the inner corner of my eye, move on to the outer one with the little bit of a brighter color, and then just end up on my eyelid with the brightest one. Really, that's all. And yes, I do have this for the reference, because I will not for the life of me remember the colors of the rainbow. Thank you for asking. Also, shut up. So for my right eye, I'm gonna go with the warmer colors, going with the shade Blaze, Mango, and Buttercup from the Antidote, as I mentioned before. I'm just going with this kind of like a round motion, I guess, to just apply it and then possibly diffuse it a little bit, blend it to the outer side. I also have to remember, I actually have my drag eyebrows on, so I have a lot of space to use this for. I need to remember that. What I'm gonna do with it, I don't know yet. I'm just probably gonna spread it out a little bit more. As I said, I'm just gonna be using 3 colors per eye. I need to be a woman of my word. And because I'm using so few colors, it doesn't even matter how low am I putting it on my eyebrow, because I'm gonna cut the crease over here anyway, so I'm not putting any additional colors. I probably just want to end it like right over here before I'm gonna be switching to the orange. The orange color. I guess over here I just want a little bit more precision, so I'm gonna start it off by patting the orange to the end of my eyebrow, where I just want the shadow and eyebrow to meet, and then try to also blend it to the red. Also, that red looks a little bit pinkish to me. It did not look that pinkish on the palette, may I say. Well, it's fine, I don't care that much, but I'm just saying, I'm just giving you feedback. I'm giving you my opinions, my thoughts. I just want you to know what I think. Even if you don't care, tough luck. One thing I can definitely stand by is how pigmented those bloody eyeshadows are. Like this over here, I just put eyeshadow on the brush once. That's all. The red, honey. I'm also gonna try to put it like a little bit on my eyelid. When I'm putting the yellow, I'm going to try to just blend it with the orange as well, obviously. But I'm gonna see how far, because I still want some orange to be on the lid. But then it's still a cut crease, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna grab my big fluffy blending brush to just clean it up, maybe just blend it a little bit more. Fill the skin over here, and you know, just here as well. Just make it look slightly more tidier and just slightly smoother. It would be a little bit easier if I had some transition shades. But again, I need to keep my word. 3 shadows per eye, and that's it. Okay, back to orange, because I lost a little bit of pigment over there after the blending. Okay, now I'm gonna grab the Base Louise base again, and I'm gonna just use it to cut my crease. I don't think I did the crease the last time. I think the last time it was basically just a black into blue smoky eye. So yeah, this is a completely different technique. Oh my goodness, she's evolving, she's learning, she is the moment. So to cut my crease, I'm gonna grab this small concealer brush. It's Morphe M421, and I'm gonna dip it into the eye primer over here. The way I go with the cut crease is, once I have the base on my brush, is I just kind of stamp it from the inner corner as far and as high or low as I want it to be. Stamp it and then just try to fill the lid with it, so I have a base for the color I want to use on there. Tilt my head upward so I can see the natural way the crease would go, I would say. But then again, as I said, it doesn't have to be natural way. I'm doing drag makeup essentially, so I can do whatever the fuck I want, okay? Let's just see how it goes. Once I'm filling in the rest of the lid, I also just don't care about closing my eye at all, because at this point the outline is filled, so I just know where I'm not supposed to go. Have to clean it up slightly, I guess. Oh, and I'm gonna mess it up. Typical Jodi Summer. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So the last color, I just get Buttercup on this Buttercup. And obviously for the lid, I'm just gonna use that packing brush, because I need a lots of pigment on there. And just make sure that you actually just pat it on the eyelid when using the packing brush, because that's the way you get the most pigment. And with the packing brush, you want to be more precise anyway. And now, because I'm a big liar, I'm actually gonna drag it from over here to blend it with the orange. Yeah, I think that's cute. Okay, so just to finish the eyeshadow, I'm just going to grab this little, I think it's got like a tiny detailed crease brush. I'm just going to apply the eyeshadow underneath my eye and just blend it out. I'm probably gonna go with the orange just to have that middle color over there. Ooh, I just thought of a nice idea. So because on this I'm doing the bright costume, this I'm doing the possibly darker and cooler colors. I have both white and black pen eyeliners. So for my waterline I'm gonna use the white one on the right side and the dark one on the left side. Ooky spooky, you know, variety, contrasts, depth, artistry. That's what we're doing on this channel. Yeah, so I guess that's just the idea. I'm going with the eye, so I guess I'm just going to go off the camera, do the other eye, and then just finish both eyes with the eyeliners and mascara. So I will see you in a second, bitches. And we are back. We had to discuss a few things. First of all, yes, I did the waterline on both of my eyes white because I could not find my black eyeliner because life likes to fuck with me today. And second of all, I actually have to address this. So for my eyeliner over here, I was using this e.l.f. Intense Ink Liner, and it was my first time using it, and I've got to say, I did not enjoy the experience. I just have to express my disappointment and displeasure because this is quite a new liner and it was really dragging on my eye. It's just not easy to use at all. And I'm disappointed because I bought it yesterday. So yeah, fuck me. Probably not gonna use it again unless I have plans for it. I don't fucking know. For powder contouring, I'm grabbing first my XX Revolution bronzer. I don't remember the name of the bronzer itself, but it is in the shape of vignette. So now Seasons of Summer is done. And we're doing fall closer and closer. Now I can focus on other things and just look up to the future. And I do say I'm a little bit excited. There's just so many ideas. I want to do more makeup videos, maybe do some more covers. And obviously I want to do more original music. I am a musician through and through, honey, at the end of the day. And so I definitely am excited for more stuff. With makeup, I was thinking just maybe look in some more techniques I could show, or just do like a tutorial of, maybe have some challenges that I could do. If you guys want to comment down below if you have any challenges you want me to do regarding makeup. I also kind of wanted to do this one brand makeup video, like again Trixie Mattel did it a few times and I just love the idea itself. But the problem is, even with the cheapest brand, just buying all the makeup you need would be quite pricey, and I'm poor, so it's a little bit of an issue. But I don't know, maybe I could do it like once in a while and then maybe just either save up enough to buy everything or just buy it like every week, just buy like an item or two from one brand and then just, you know, do makeup video when I finally got them all. Gotta catch them all, as a famous Pokemon trainer Ash Ketchum said, I think. It's been a while since I watched Pokemon. I just want to do more covers and just more music and performing in Brighton. Like, it's great. Like, I'm always so bloody nervous of performing because it's performing, so obviously you're gonna be nervous. But the audience is so amazing and the people show so much love to me and other people too, but I don't care about other people, honey. I'm all about me. We all know how narcissistic I really am. Like the last time, for example, I thought I did like very average, and I literally like fucked up my piano so many times because I play with the piano. I'm a musician. I sing and play piano, so catch me aside, honey. Like the performance, like so many people just went to me just to compliment me and say how marvelous I sounded. I told you I'm a narcissist. But it does show how big of a critic we are to ourselves, I think. The things we notice that we mess up, a lot of people really don't notice. So it's also good to have this skill, and I think I do have this skill. That's why people don't notice, I think, that I fucked up so many times, is having the skill that when you do fuck up, you have to be able to not show it on your face. You gotta say poker face or just into the performers. You fucked it up. Don't let the audience know. That's all. Also the covers, like I haven't done like too many covers on YouTube recently. And that's also a little bit fun because you can just get a song and just experiment with it a little bit. I do like to experiment with BVs a little bit, add something extra, I guess. So yeah, If you have any ideas for me to do a cover of, don't be shy, comment down below. If you have any makeup challenges, also comment down below. If you have anything to say, just comment down below. Just give me some interaction. I'm lonely. I want to speak to people. Nobody else likes me. For a little bit of color on my face, I'm grabbing this Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush Hot Spice palette. And I'm going to be using this ethereal looking blush right over here. But yeah, I guess I just want to be more creative and just do more stuff. Because I just enjoy being creative. If you couldn't tell, doing makeup, music, dancing, and shit like that. Honey, it's not easy life. Especially when you need a day job on top of that, let me tell you. Okay, actually I'm full of shit. I'm gonna switch to some other color because this doesn't act like blush to me. It acts more like a highlighter. I'm gonna add more highlighter on top of that, so let me change. So I'm just gonna use this one over here, this pinkish, I guess. Also, I want to talk about popular things right now. Let's get some more views in. Algorithm, pick me up, honey. Let's talk about the new episode of Helluva Boss. I'm quite a fan of Helluva Boss, and Husband Hotel still waiting for the first episode of that one. But yeah, the season 2 just dropped yesterday. And honey, it was stinking because I was gagging. What I mean to say is I loved it. Okay, thank you very much. And if you watch Helluva Boss, but you haven't watched that episode yet, spoiler alert. Highlighter Reloaded, Dare to Divulge, to do my highlighter. So this episode just gave us a lot of backstory on Stolas, which was very interesting because in the previous episode, in the previous season, Stolas kind of got dumped by Blitz. And it seemed like his life was kind of falling apart because, hey, his wife is leaving him. We would think that, oh, you know, he's a nice guy, but still he kind of cheated on his wife, so he deserves whatever's coming from him. But you thought wrong, bitch, because that episode, oh, honey, the tea was hot. Margaret Parker is in an arranged marriage. Blitz happened to be his first quote-unquote friend from childhood. And then Stella, his bloody wife, has been an abusive bitch this whole time. So it kind of shifted the whole perspective. It kind of showed that Stolas, you know, he never wanted to be in the marriage and he still tried to make it work. I just want Stolas to be happy. Look, I don't care about rich people, but Stolas is different, okay? The only rich people I care about is the ones that don't exist. So it's fine. Eat the rich as well. I'm gonna finish the highlighter with the Get Wet highlighter by Perfect Cosmetics in the shade of Soft Silk. And I'm just gonna put it on my cheeks on top of the blush and just on the tip of my nose. I don't know, it's at the end of the day I am fangirling a lot about this show but I think it's a great show. Like at first I thought, oh, it's just gonna be like a B show to the Husband Hotel, because from Vivzy Pop we did have the pilot for Husband Hotel first. Helluva Boss came kind of afterwards, so I don't know about everybody, but I definitely thought, oh, it's just gonna be like a B show, it's not gonna be as good. But bitch, was I wrong, because now I'm a fanboy. I cannot get enough of the characters. Fall in love with Stolas, Millie and Moxie relationship goals. Like so much drama around Stolas and Blitz, like, honey, both of their lives are pretty fucked up. I just want more shows, that's all I want really, you know, that's all I'm ranting about. But anyway, I think I am done with almost everything. All that's left is the lips, the lashes, and just the wig, because I'm not bothered to even put a costume on today. I'm not performing, so I don't care. If you pay my bills, I'll try. Otherwise, get lost. I'll do it off the camera, and then I'll come back and then we can see the whole look and hopefully be gagged. So see you in a second. And here it is. So are we gagging or what, honey? This is the finished look. I hope y'all enjoy this and I hope you're gonna have a very lovely Pride if you're in Brighton. If you're not in Brighton, then have a lovely Pride wherever the hell you have it. I don't know. It's not my problem to know, honey. But yes, if you enjoyed this video, just make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends, and maybe go see some of my other videos and my EP for crying out loud. But anyway, I will see y'all in my next video. Ciao!